Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Nick Arapkalis, and if you're on this video, that probably means that you're looking for some more information on how to create a Facebook ad or how to do Facebook advertising for affiliate marketers and beginners. And so that's exactly what we'll be getting to here on this particular video. Now, if you do want more information about this, I actually do have a free video training that goes into depth in the full spectrum of affiliate marketing. And again, that's over on my website. So if you would like to check that out at any point in this video, you can head on over to mentorwithnick.com. That is mentorwithnick.com. There's a link down in the video description. But without further ado, let's get this information about a Facebook advertising for affiliate marketing. Okay, so I'm actually going to be showing you something that's inherently different than what most people run today. And in my honest opinion, it's one of the better ways to go, and I'm going to show you some reasonings why. And this is going to be like a first part. There's going to be a ton of value in this particular video, but for everything that I don't cover, that kind of encapsulates this whole model, I'm probably going to make a follow-up video to this, so make sure and subscribe to this channel if you are not already, and then also hit that little bell icon there so you'll be notified when our future videos come out. Okay, so I want to show you kind of the whole general idea to it. Basically with an ad, I want to give you a general concept just so you can get a little bit of understanding so that you can just kind of go out there and start creating your own stuff. Basically, the whole thing with advertising in general, and this is what I tell all my students and clients all the time, is that advertising is a science, but it's also an art. You have to get creative with it. Okay, there's not just going to be like, hey, you need to put this image up, you need to put this copy up, you need to put this video up, and all of a sudden you're going to get leads and sales like clockwork. Okay, that's not how it works. Yes, we can give you some ideas, but you have to get creative with this stuff. You have to figure out what's going to work the best for your current situation, whatever your marketing, whatever your audience is. There's a lot of intrinsics that goes into it, and again, that's why I make these videos to kind of help you guys out. Let me give you a three-step formula to kind of help you start, creating some ads, because there's a general principle that is entailed with it. So, and then we'll get into the call to action. Okay, it's very important, and that's the big difference here is the call to action. You might notice here on the page, and I'll explain it here in a second. So basically, the three-step model is problem, identify the problem, agitate that problem, and then solve that problem. And your call to action is the solution. So, if you were promoting a weight loss product, you would have to identify, this person is having trouble losing weight. You need to agitate that, so to speak. One of my mentors talks about lighting the chair on fire. The chair is not that bad. Their situation isn't that bad. You need to make it worse, okay? Actually, I take that back. Their situation usually is bad, but they don't want to take action immediately. So you have to light the chair on fire, make their situation or appear as it really is, and make it seem worse than they're really seeing it in their mind, so that they take action immediately. And then your call to action is the solution. Okay, so I want to share with you the way that I've been running some Facebook ads lately, and I believe that this is going to be the best way you're going to do your stuff, the way you're going to do Facebook advertising for beginners, because you don't have to mess around with pixels, you don't have to mess around with too many craziness with the landing pages and all that kind of stuff. And then you also have another spot to actually follow up with people. Okay, because we always talk about how fortune is in follow-up, build your email list. And that's great. No, I 100% agree with that. But people kind of just focus on this, oh, I have to build my list. I have to build my list. And it's not email list I'm talking about. But it's not necessarily the email list. It's just the sense of follow-up. We need to follow up with them. So whatever modality that is, it can be on your email list, autoresponder, it can be retargeting ads, it can be follow-up in the chat section, the instant chat. And I'm going to show you how we do this here in a second. But it's all about follow-up. One of the bigger marketing companies out there, I remember years back, they said that 70% of their revenue comes from follow-up, or they're specifically saying retargeting. So it's all in the follow-up. Okay, and this method right here will give you the ability to follow up with people really quickly. So I think the best way to do this is through video, you want to be able to create some type of compelling video. But if not, there are some other ways to go. The two best ways, in my opinion, are story, like just long story ads with a lot of text, with the whole problem, agitate, solve. And then the videos are going to be the best because you can create some really quick retargeting lists as well. Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the big thing about the ads that I run is that you're not sending them to a link. Okay, you're not saying, hey, go to this page and register for the webinar. You're not doing any of that. Okay, you're simply just getting them to request more information and therefore increasing the virality of your post. Okay, let me show you what I mean. So instead of, because like a lot of people will do that, and it's fine, don't get me wrong, like I do this as well. I completely do this. I send people to register for webinars, I send people to free lead magnets and stuff like that. But if you're just starting out, a lot of that stuff can be very complex and it's hard to grasp, okay? And the other thing is, a lot of people come to me telling me they have issues with getting their account shut down. This is more of a foolproof way on how to avoid that, because that does happen from time to time and you have to have certain legal pages on your funnel or else that kind of stuff can happen. Your ads can get shut down. So this really avoids that when you don't have any links on your post. Okay, so basically what you do, this first part doesn't really matter. I've just been messing around with some stuff and trying to figure out. I know it is good to have more emojis in. That's gonna capture more attention, and the whole idea of advertising is to gain people's attention. So this was congruent with my video. I talked about I want you to imagine not having a boss, not having an alarm clock, and then I was like, then your solutions. So you can see right there, the boss, I'm basically, my angle here is more of a solution based, but it's, kind of follows the problem, agitate, solve. They probably have a boss right now. They got to agitate that problem and then, give my solution. Okay, but here's the thing. Is I don't send them to a website. Like I said, I just tell them to do three things. I tell them to like this post, I tell them to share this post, and I also tell them in the comment below, I want in. Okay, and when people start liking your post and sharing your post, it starts picking up traction, and you can get a lot of views. Or if it's just a story with an image ad, or a written story with an image, and that's your ad, then they can do the same type of thing. Okay, so once they do that, then you can send them a message directly to their Facebook inbox. And what's cool about that is, like, yes, it's a good way to send people the stuff, but like once you message them, you can constantly follow up with them. Okay, there's no rules that you can't just say, here's what you were just requested, but then like a day later you can be like, hey, did you check it out? And then a couple days later, hey, I just wanted to retouch or reconnect, and just constantly building up a relationship from there. Okay, it's more of like kind of the beginner's method, because if you're doing this at scale, you can have a lot of work ahead of you, but this is actually a lot cheaper way, I've noticed, and it just like builds up your page a little bit more, and I'll show you what that means. But like, and don't get overwhelmed by like the video. I know this video probably looks, I don't know, it looks semi-professional in my opinion, but it's just a voiceover video. I just took a bunch of clips and then I did a little voiceover, like I talk like I'm talking right now, and I didn't have like my face in it. I just had a bunch of clips and then I was just talking over it. So I don't know if this will actually play right now here, actually.
Waking up and not having to answer to a boss, not having to dread going to the office another day, not having to sit in traffic, not having to miss precious time with your family and friends. What would you do with your life?
So you kind of get the idea, where it's just a voice-over video. Okay, so you can actually come, this is on my page, so that's another method on how to do this, is you're not doing a dark post. It's just on your page, and you're building up your brand with this. Okay, and again, this is, like I said, this is just one method. I'm not saying this is the only method that you have to do. I know a lot of people teach the direct linking method, and that's fine, but I'm just giving you ideas, and this is one way that can definitely help you out. Okay, so here's the thing, is like, look at this, is that the thing I want to show you. Yes, I paid some money for that. I don't remember how. I think it was like $60 or something like that. Not much for the amount of exposure that I got. But you can see over 2,000 people saw this because of this method that I took. Okay, where I said like, comment, share, and that increased virality with it. So organically, over 2,000 people saw it, and almost 6,000 people saw it because of buying like $60 or something like that. So I have 3,000, almost 3,000 people that have watched it, and I'll show you something else here in a second as well. But look, I got 38 likes, but here's what's cool about this as well. Okay, I'm going to show you a few different, there's a lot of different things about this. That's really cool. So you can click on this, and I've already done it, but there'll be, this button won't be grayed out, okay? Once they do like it, you can click on that and invite them to like your page, and then therefore you can retarget them down the road. You can just target your fans. So that's a good way to go, and you can just do, I think I did that for everyone. I should have waited and showed you. But it won't be grayed out, and you just click on it and then it'll invite them. Now obviously not everyone's gonna come back and like it, but it gives you an opportunity to get more exposure to your page and retarget your fans. Okay, so here's the other thing, like look at this, 12 shares. And something you could probably do, I could come in here and just like all these, just to like kind of follow. It's like a slight little follow-up mechanism that they shared it. So I would, just a little poke and say, hey, remember me? And you could even write a comment down below. But look at all these people. Like, I mean, it's not a ton, and again, I only spent like $60, but look at all these people that want more information, right? More, okay. So, and then here's what you can do is you click like, and then you just create, every time you engage in a post, it's gonna like, it just activate, so to speak, like activates the Facebook algorithm, and then it starts pushing it up towards the top of people's news feeds. So that's another thing. It's like, okay, they put a comment in, okay, now I like it, and then I respond to it. That's gonna help push it back up to the top of Facebook and everyone else's news feed. So you do that with everybody, and then you can't do it here. Actually, I'll show you one. This one. So you can see, you can reply and then just click on message, and then you can directly send them a message right then and there. And then typically I just say, hey, here's, send them any link, and it doesn't have to even be Facebook compliant at this point. So you're bypassing that whole process and having to deal with getting ads approved and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and then like I said, once you message them, you can continue to follow up with them. So that's kind of the rundown on the ad per se. Again, I recommend videos just because you can do this. It picks up virality, but I also want to show you my audience as well. So look at this. I set this up beforehand, and I'll show you how to do it. But look at this. After spending $60, I have over 1,000 people that I can retarget, and these are people that watched at least 10 seconds of that video. Now, if I want to get a little bit more targeted, I can just target people that watched 25% of my video, or over 50% of my video. And the numbers aren't huge because I didn't run a whole lot of money to it, but those are potential people that you can retarget and follow up. It's similar to an email list because they already saw you, they know you a little bit, and now if you can start retargeting them more directly instead of just saying go to this link. When it's a cold audience, it's a lot warmer audience, and then you'll get a better response. So I'll show you how to do that here in a second, and then I'll also show you how to create an ad like this, which is really cool. So you click on custom audience, maybe. Okay, here we go. And then you come down here to engagement, and then you click on video, and then you choose any content, and then you pick like, what do you want? Like, do you want it for people with 10 seconds that watch 10 seconds, 25%, 50, 75, 95? Just depends. Like, obviously these ones, I don't really like to mess around with this one as much because people can accidentally watch your video for 3 seconds. At 10 seconds, they're gonna watch, obviously a little bit of it. And this will give you the most people to like retarget. If you're just starting out, start with this, but the more you're running your ad, then you slowly want to start creeping up and get to more targeted people, because if they watch 95% of your video, that's a very highly targeted prospect. And so you just click on that, and then you click on whatever video it was, whatever page you have. So I'll click on mine, and then you just pick that, and then boom, you're all set to go. Okay, so I actually want to show you how to create an ad as well this way. So again, like I believe I said it before, but if you do want to go see that ad in full depth and just see like a bunch of my ads that I put up on my page that are not dark posts. Okay, this is a different method than the dark post method, and again, I'll probably make another video that's more about that. But I have all my stuff on my page, and you can see the stuff with more engagement is the stuff that I was actually paying for advertising. So there is a link down to my page if you want to go check that out. So basically, what you do is you just come into your page and you post it right here. And then once you have it up and running, then you can start running an ad to it. And I'll show you exactly how to do that right now. Okay, so obviously as your ad manager, and with this method, you want to go for engagement. Okay, you're not doing conversions or traffic. I would honestly stay away from traffic though. I know there's some people, I was watching some YouTube videos today just to check some things, and a lot of people were recommending doing traffic, and I don't recommend that because those are people that do not buy. Okay, they're just people that like to go to websites and leave. Okay, we've tested this stuff numerous times, and like I said, I would, if you're doing affiliate marketing and if you have a funnel especially, I would use this, but if you're using this method, definitely go for engagement. Okay, so you click on engagement, and these are a lot easier to get approved as well. Like I said, you don't have to mess around with being Facebook compliant and stuff like that, which a lot of stuff, like especially on ClickBank, they have a lot of claims on there which Facebook does not like. So just pick whatever it is that you want the name to be. It doesn't really matter. And then what I like to do is take off everything but Facebook. This is how I do it. Okay, other people have different methods, but in terms of placements, why is this going slow? In terms of placements, you want to edit placements. Excuse me. Take off Instagram, take off audience network, and I just leave it on Facebook. Okay, so then I'm going to show you the kind of targeting thing. And here's a very effective technique in terms of targeting. You know, pick whatever you want here. I always do English, obviously. I don't really want to target people that don't speak English. But here's the thing with targeting. Like, people will tell you to just dump all these different interests in. So they'd say, hey, you know, pick Ray Higdon, and then Network Marketing Pro, and then like all this different stuff, and just load it up with like they would say load this up with a bunch of different stuff so you can build up your audience big time. Like, yeah, okay, that's an okay method because you want a bigger audience, but if you keep loading a bunch of interest in here and you just run an ad, you're not going to know what's working and what wasn't working. Okay, that's the problem there. You know, you might have been getting very low cost engagement from Network Marketing Pro, Eric Worre, but then Ray Higdon was super expensive. But you wouldn't know that if you jumbled all these interests in together. Now, there is a software that I have used that can kind of help streamline this process if you do want a bunch of people into the same ad set. It's called Connect Explore. I'll put a link down below if you want to check that in further depth. But if you're not using any software to like test that stuff out, then that's not a way you want to go. Okay, so you pick one at a time, take that down, and then just pick, you know, whatever your interest is. Come down and then continue. You typically want to oh, they changed this up real just lately, I saw. So whatever, let's go to the next page and I'll show you how to like actually pick your ad. So here you don't even have to create a new ad. That's what's kind of nice about this method as well. Once you have it on your page, and it's good to go. So you pick your fan page, whichever it is. I've already got mine selected here, and then you come down here and you pick existing post, and then you can, it's already there. Okay, here's all my posts on the page, so you can come down and pick any one that you want that are already on the page. Okay, so you just click that, and then boom, it's all set, ready to go. All you got to do is click the can't see it right now. Click the confirm button, and then, you know, once it is confirmed, then it's all set to go. And then yeah, it's ready to run. You know, you get that social interaction, and you just comment with people, and then you constantly are interacting with people and following up with them on chat as well as your email. Like, it depends on where you're sending them, but if you send them to a landing page and then they put their email address in, you follow up with them on autoresponder, email newsletters, you follow up with on the chat section. You can do retargeting now. You can retarget, like I said, you can retarget all of them right here. Like, it's just it's a really effective way to go. Okay, So that's the rundown, guys. I hope that really helped you understand this type of stuff. And where were we? Yeah, hope that really helped you understand this stuff. Again, if you want to come check out my page and kind of get a better idea on what I do, feel free. I'll put the link down in the video description. But that's a rundown. Again, this is just one very effective way. I strongly recommend that you do it because it is an effective way, and it's a good way to get started. And then you can start like really building up the likes on your fan page. That's really cool. One of my students, we started just a real basic image ad, but did the whole like, comment, share, and we built his page up really quickly to about like 700 likes with not that much of an ad spend. You're not going to get that much likes if you're just direct linking ads. Like, and if that is a route that you want to go, like if you don't really care about page likes, then that's fine. But like if you want to keep on carrying your brand and keep that moving, then this is a good way to go. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments. I appreciate your time. I know your time is valuable. If you do want to learn more about this type of stuff, feel free to head on over to my website, mentorwithnick.com, Mentor with Nick. It's down in the video description. I have a free video that goes into all the details about affiliate marketing and how I've been able to do it for the past 6 years now and travel the world. And I've built out a six-figure income simply from affiliate marketing. Now I'm transitioning into other stuff, but affiliate marketing is a great way to go, especially if you're just starting out. So if you do want to connect with me further, I have my Facebook, but I also have other social media platforms. I have my Facebook group where we share a lot of value in there, and then just a lot of other resources down below, Instagram, all that good stuff. So again, head on over to mentorwithnick.com if you want to go check out the free video training. But other than that, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll probably be starting to make more content about Facebook advertising because I'm starting to do it more heavily nowadays. So thanks for watching this video. Appreciate your time, and I think I've said that like 12 times now. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.